What's up, y'all? This your boy Livin with the Hendersons. Coming at you with another three-game banger. I'm just to get ready to broadcast this out. Give me a second, and we'll get into this game. So, how everybody been doing so far? Everybody been good? Alright. November 4th, Orlando Magic comes to LA. November 6th, Clippers comes to LA. November 9th, we goes to Orlando. So let's get into it. Living with the Dudleys. What's poppin'? Yep, I got it. To answer that question you asked me.
Coming right up, the Magic taking on the Lakers. For the Orlando Magic, they start the season with an even 1-1 split, shooting to get on the better side of 500 tonight. Lakers, Magic, coming right up on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we'll be getting the inside score tonight. John Sharania is joining us at the broadcast table. John, it is so great to have you by our side.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, thank you so much. It's great to be here. I always love to follow the game, talk about the game. It should be a lot of fun.
You'll give great insight. We can't wait to get going. Sean's the Magic last year with their highest win total in over a decade. It was fun to watch. And some money to spend over the summer as well.
The Magic knew they were in a good spot heading into free agency with all that cap space. They wanted to build around the young core that landed them the fifth seed. And players actually now want to come play. With Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner under Jamal Mosley, they tried to find players that complement what they already had in place.
Players like Mosley, I mean, that future seems very bright to me.
Players want to come play in Orlando. I've had multiple players, star players, say that's a team that's building right now.
Our starting group for Orlando. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Porter Jr. In the backcourt for him, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Howard in at the three, the small forward. And for the Lakers, the guard spots filled by Russell and Reed. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And it's Hachimura in at the small forward position. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Reed.
Boy, this team is comfortable with Reed running the show. He's an excellent decision maker.
And since the Phil Jackson era, Sean's the Lakers are now on their seventh, I can't even believe I'm saying, seventh coach in the last 14 seasons. What a turnstile that is to
They're keeping us in quarters. To me, it's all about stability now moving forward with the Lakers. I do believe they intend to give their new head coach plenty of opportunity over the next few seasons to continue to coach and continue to be the coach for the long term. You have to figure out the recipe of success, not only now but moving forward. And the Lakers, from what I'm told, want to give their new head coach the opportunity to build for the Lakers.
Ryan Michelson, what's up, love?
For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. From deep, James, and that one falls, coming off of Hendersons. LeBron's got 5 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. And this matchup with the Lakers, it's their first meeting of the season.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
Well, what's wrong with your moms, Mariah?
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Sean, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning ways.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. Reeves gets the ball.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
A slow start here for Orlando in this one. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Well pulled with a wide open look. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oh, okay.
For the game thus far, over 4 here, still looking.
She's gonna be all right.
And here's LeBron outside, and another 3 for the Lakers.
That's a dozen straight points coming off.
What hospital she in?
Free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Suggs. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
And check out stats for James. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 8 assists and 7 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And finished off by LeBron.
Well, I'll tell you what, Russell is a problem out there. D'Angelo with the anticipation to flick it away and then kick off the fast break.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic period, walk us through your day. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for. And I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later, but NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are the time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
It's a bet. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Orlando also making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Here's Anthony, and it's blocked. Out of bounds.
Good block.
Pass is checked in for Magic.
Gary Harris.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. At this break, we'll show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Lakers in fifth.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Hey, Sean, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league. We haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams from both conferences in the East and West to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
They just shoot. Corner specialist.
Kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
The pass to Howard. 2 minutes remaining. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. 6 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers lead by 23. Reddish finds Hayes. Here's Vincent. And the three ball is good.
Gets the shoot. Corner specialist.
So far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Rucker.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Picked him clean. And here we go. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence, the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
The Magic have got a paltry 0 of 6 in the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Here's Harris. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Goes up with it again. Knocked loose. Nice break. The Lakers. Here's Christie. And that one is stuck right through.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Orlando has possession. After the basket by the Lakers.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And it's in there. Reddish just got his third basket of the night right there.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Oh!
Damn!
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And I think that play sort of
Got
sums up
dunked
what
on.
we've seen simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into an easy point.
Isaac finds Anthony. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Vanderbilt, and the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg, and that makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throw down at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Well, expansion is coming, Shams. Is the league ready in new explanations for some more cities and new teams?
The NBA seems to be ready. I think I'm ready. Kevin, are you ready? Because the last expansion was, what, 20 years ago? That's the longest wait for this league physically being. So Adam Silver and this league are going to take their time and really figure out exactly where they want to expand to. But the question is, Kevin, are you ready?
I am always ready. I know the league is looking even overseas or even maybe south of the border for a possible new entry. But the league has got so much talent on the bottom half of these rosters. I definitely think it's time.
And there's a great appetite, a great desire for a lot of these cities, not only in the States, but also abroad, like you said, to go bring an NBA team to their city and bring some of the talent and marquee names to their city.
Oh, it'll be terrific. This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. The post pairing, Isaac and Carter Jr. And it's Banchero in at the small forward. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around.
The last 5 trips they've had with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the machine.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. He's a 22-year-old American player. Anthony has the charisma, the game, the everything. We can package it. Could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux. And players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, have the passion, and the exude confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone that Anthony Edwards to look up to.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. As the superstar says, it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's Suggs following the bucket by the Lakers. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
Count them.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And out. I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And Davis sends it back.
It's been an absolute non-factor. Zero factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now, here's Suggs. He has yet to score. Here's Reeves. And that one is handled home.
Things are clicking. Reeves in a groove. He knows he doesn't need to slow down. Keep it coming.
Here's Suggs. No good again that time.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And John, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day.
He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
You know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. They're running. Here's Reeves. Now that's
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Banchero outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Contavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important is that?
They're important, man. We got to keep them on the glass. We can't get them second shot. We got our offensive rebound as well. Get us on second chance basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started.
Okay.
It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked. Not tonight.
Yeah, let's get your input on the Magic.
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive end. Making things better. Hey, looking good out there.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
much fun in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Austin Reed really making a difference here.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Tactically, I mean, that's huge, especially in the playoffs. Most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Gabe Vincent is out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Clock at 4. Knocks it loose. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it back.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Caldwell Pope. How he did last season. He put up about 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
No good on the quick 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Vincent's gotten all 6 of his shots to drop perfect from the floor. Hooked away and stolen by Russell. And here again, Los Angeles in transition. Up the court they go. They'll give no time at all on that ball. Hachimura's got 10 points.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for him offensively.
Here's Caldwell Pope. It's deflected. And here's a fast break. Russell leading the way. Here's Hachimura. And the Lakers take on 2 more.
Yeah, letting it rip. Just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
We passed year 20 for LeBron James. Clark, how is he still doing this?
Well, I'd love to find out, but he's got a combination of remarkable DNA and obviously tremendous work ethic and attention to detail and taking care of his body. But some of it's a blend of good fortune and a lot of hard work. But he's played at a level at his age that I never thought I'd see in basketball. It's different in other sports, but to do what he's doing on the court is amazing.
What's up, Jacqueline?
To send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach DeMar Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Checking in out there now for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Radish, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Christie subbed in for Vincent. Wagner finds Howard. Out to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Howard with it, and it's Reddish picking him up. It's stolen by Reddish. Fast break, the Lakers, and here they go. Lakers working the ball around now. Out to Russell. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Lakers who deep.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime,
Get your shoe.
To perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal.
Green machine.
And stolen by Russell. Driving the lane. Tries from 10. Again, Los Angeles.
Guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
No, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
It's tipped. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. One jumper. And Russell with the basket on the assist for Reddit. Russell's just got 10 points in the quarter. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Got a piece of it. Nabbing another steal. His anticipation has been off the charts.
Wiping the ball away was just such a move. Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
Harris outside. Christie the pass to Russell. Shoots over Wagner. And again, it's the Lakers.
Passing the ball very crisply here.
So it's Orlando now. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Pass to Wagner. To the middle. Trying to get something going. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Here's Christie. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And for record scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And another basket for the Lakers.
Terrific imagination, creativity. Russell already one of the league's more intriguing playmakers.
The drive by Anthony. It's rebounded by Hayes. Feeds to Reddick. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 6th assist on the night.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Fires from way outside. Headshot off. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Harris, and it's Black in at the point. And here's Los Angeles. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. That would go.
How many times have we seen the possession to pick that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a quick pass.
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
All alone.
Rising. Dog connect.
And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
Harris. And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell was able to block a shot, that's a big moment.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Here in the fourth quarter, the defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Nice pass there to set that basket up. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And now, running up the court, Lewis pushing it up. And finished off by Wood.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Connect. And another three for the Lakers.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on it.
This is it to Harris. And no good. The try-spell continuing for him. To the inside. And finished off by Wood.
You know, it's all about getting good position, ideal position. And once Wood has that, the rest is simple.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Russell. Down low. The 9-foot shot. The shot missing. Lakers have gone 7 of 7 to the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. The shot's good from Crispin.
Now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Magic have gone 0-6 in the fourth quarter. Disastrous start to the period. Here's Black. Second chance effort. To Houston. Here's Harris. Another miss by Orlando. Lakers have gotten all 8 of their shots in the fourth quarter to drop. Remarkable.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust it. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Black. The pass to Houston. Here's Bitadze. Lewis grabs the board. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passing. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Inside, here's Russell. Terrific assist. Nice finish. With play all around.
And you know, once Russell catches fire now, let him eat. I mean, he's got the ability to take over games.
And another steal for him.
He's been a defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. And he's actually tied the record for the most steals in a game.
And now he sits alongside Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. 11 steals remaining the all-time benchmark for defensive thievery.
They get a piece. The ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record.
A new single-game high. GA first team.
And he has snapped a long-standing mark by Kendall Gill and Larry Keenan. Unbelievable to see that record. And the stop and play, guys, giving the home crowd a chance to just cheer on his incredible play.
And Greg, he's earned it. You don't get all those steals without expending a huge amount of energy.
You got to be careful around this guy right now, guys. I mean, if you're lazy or careless with the ball, he's taking your lunch money.
Now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
Hey, that many steals is going to get you a lot of attention every single time. He was playing at another level defensively. An intensity that was wearing the other guys out. He got in everybody's head out there.
He doesn't always get the minutes he's gotten tonight, but there's no way they were going to sit him down once he got going. And the crowd has been loving it. A memorable night for him coming off the bench. Here's Wood. And some very quick points for Memphis.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Los Angeles is gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch, and it's a show of strength for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences. You can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Anthony. Misses off the left eye.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
His shot is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Los Angeles ball. Yeah, you work the club? Okay. That's what's up.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They called for the 5-second violation. Ball. Now here's it. Defended by Vincent. Wagner on the wing. To halt the run. And no good that time. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily.
I want to thank the Orlando Magic for coming to LA. Sorry we had to beat y'all 150 to them. See y'all in a couple days.
Just stretches of excellent defense. From an offensive standpoint as well, they were pretty much dominant.
Just now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously. You know, so I got to go out there and play with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and we're glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Okay, y'all, the next game we have the LA Clippers versus the LA Lakers before we hit the road. It's fine.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. So kick back, get your popcorn ready. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers here on their home floor in L.A. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Coffee in at the 3. And for the Lakers, Russell and Reeves teaming up in the backcourt. It's LeBron and power forward with AD as the center. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, small forward. We should see some great ball movement from these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Harden. Powell outside. Pass to Zubac. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at the Hornets. They pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Chucking out the Lakers, they've been giving their all in every game. Eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Pass to Coffee. Shot clock at 3. And Reeves pulls it down. On offense, here are the Lakers. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. Doris, not long ago, the Clippers were not associated with star power.
Very true, B.A., but they are now. And it's not just the talent that they have, it's the experience that their guys bring to the court. They now have a core of big-time players who've been through virtually everything.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Down low. Here's Coffee, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Oh, man.
Just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Russell, the pass to Reeves. Shoots over Powell, and there's Reeves. That was good on the assist by Russell.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell is his impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
James with the block.
Good block.
To the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Powell.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Russell. Fires from the wing. Again, the Lakers.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Knocks it loose. Powell against Reeves. Harden, the pass to Zubac. Russell with the rebound.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid for the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
Christie's checked in for LeBron. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. The fourth spot held by Anthony Davis.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
They need this. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Oh, there we go. All right.
The Lakers lead by 11. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Davis has got 5.
I just love the ball.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. I talked to him about how he'll approach dealing with a flight like that before, and the coach told me there's no one way to go about slowing the clock. He does too many things. He continued to keep bury our looks on him and try not to let him get in any offensive rhythm. Good idea, as we all know how deadly Kawhi is once he gets going. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. Here's Christie. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Lakers.
So far, they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And that was good.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and short, crisp passing.
They get back on track. Rebound by the Lakers. Source looking back at James Harden's time in Houston. What an incredible individual run.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still belonged in the city of Houston.
And the Clippers call time here. We're just a few games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think the A is important. What we've learned is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, you're younger. Can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games are big time important.
been some changes. Hayes is checked in for Davis. Reddish comes in for Christie. And Vincent is subbed in for Russell. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Porter. They can't stop the run with that one. The Lakers lead by 21 to the middle. Pass to Reeves. Over Westbrook. Again, the Lakers score.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
1:22 left in the first quarter. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession. Done outside. The ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Porter. Just 4 to shoot.
And just refusing to give up second chance points. Excellent defensive
Good
rebound.
block. Way to block.
.105 left in the first quarter. And the Clippers miss again. The Lakers lead by 23. Here's Vincent. And another three for the Lakers.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Batum against Hayes. It's good.
That size and that agility by Nick Batum, that made all the difference right there, despite that great defense.
To the paint. Here's Hachimura. And there's another one for the Lakers.
He drops yet another dive. Just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hayes. Banked it in off the glass.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Porter looks it over. Here's Hayes. On the wing, Reeves. The three ball. And another three for the Lakers.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers building a bout of the lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Defense is setting the tone, and more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, the Lakers enjoying a nice lead here.
Defensively, their gambles are paying off. Jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
We've got Jared Vanderbilt. Jackson Hayes is out there with Gabe Vincent. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Christie in at the three. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian Butler would know a thing or two about that.
You know that. No question about his abilities.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by them.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the LA Clippers. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Some changes now for the Lakers. Connects checked in for Benson. And LeBron subbed in for Hayes. Coffee, he's checked in for the Clippers. Norm Powell comes in for Russell Westbrook. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Zubac. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Coffee. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Rebounded by LeBron.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
James against Harden.
On LeBron.
The bank shot, no good.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
Vanderbilt to pass to James. And down it goes. 2 points.
Gotta get in there,
He hasn't
LeBron.
been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Harden against James. Harden drawing the double team. Pass to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Powell for 3, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting team. In third, the Clippers.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
James passes to Christie, shoots over Harden, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
The Clippers have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Orlando, going up against the Magic. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And for their matchup with the Suns, that one's going to be game number 9 of the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
Catches the 3 ball to go. James has got 5 points now this quarter.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans are still unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current system. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And that one's good.
Well, that's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Powell. Shot to stop the run. Rejected by James. Now the Lakers moving it up. And Wood with the stop.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Powell outside, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Westbrook against Russell. Shoots over Westbrook. And there's Russell on the assist by James.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And here's the fast break. Finished off the break. Russell's gotten 4 this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Tipped away. All by himself. Here's Reddish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the LA Clippers. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And up the floor again for the Lakers, running the court.
And that was a really nice sequence there. Just strong effort at both ends of the floor.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Now Porter, yet to see a basket. They still need this. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Here's James. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. James has got 9 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The NBA on 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. They opened up the game knocking down shots and defending extremely well, going on a blazing 15-2 run. They delivered a real beatdown in the first quarter, ending with a whopping lead. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. What you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
Well, when you pass the ball the way they have, this is the kind of scoring I would expect. The guys are total safe. The difference is the ball movement. I mean, they're moving the ball around, and it's strikes.
And Shaq, your take from the Clippers.
They're not shooting it well so far. Actually, this is terrible. Fellas, I got an idea. Feed the post. Let the big man eat.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so in the game for the Clippers, Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. And it's Coffee in at the small forward position.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Harden finds Powell. Here's Coffee. Hachimura covering. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feet. Davis has got 4 assists in the game.
And at any level of basketball, the turnover differential can make all the difference.
Stolen by Russell. Driving in.
An excellent penetrator who is always in attack mode. Go ahead, D'Angelo Russell.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Can, capturing the moment. Powell against Reeves.
Hey, Miss Patricia.
Powell off the drive. Rebounded by the Lakers. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide an instant spark.
Oh, where you going on vacation? What's your vacation spot?
My job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, a lot of new developments for the Clippers this season, and obviously they have the new arena, new designs for their logo,
Austin, Texas.
and court.
You got family down there?
Their G League team moving into a brand new arena in Oceanside, renewing the San Diego Clippers moniker. Ryan, what are you excited about for this Clips team?
No question. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Vincent comes in for Russell. And a switch here also for the Clippers.
That's so what you down there for the 4th of July?
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Hayes for three. Drills it from deep. Hayes has got 5.
Coming out of the break red hot. I mean, they have yet to miss a shot.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it's the Lakers' ball. Good momentum. 14 straight now. Hachimura from long range. And another three for the Lakers.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Ball's going up the court. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Reeves.
Oh, you live in Austin, Texas?
The Clippers have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Harden scanning the floor. Hook loose. Left side quarter. Shot clock at 5. From 12 feet. And the Clippers miss again.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Hayes, the pass to Reeves. Up and over Porter. Again, the Lakers score.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Running at every opportunity. They have a huge edge in transition points.
Outside Davis. And Davis slams it home.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Pass to Porter. Here's Coffey. To win the cold spell. It's deflected.
Relentless defensive energy from Rui, able to outwork this man and send it back.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
I mean,
good fly.
They can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those fly numbers.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Lewis is checked in for the Lakers. Christie comes in for Reeves. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Batum is checked in for Zubats. Jones comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Dunn, he's checked in for Coffey. And it's Westbrook in for James Harden. There's a minute 34 left in the third. Out of bounds, it'll be Lakers ball. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. The Lakers, third.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
inside the arc. And another three for the Lakers.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Of course, think about Russell Westbrook's career. All-time NBA leader in triple doubles.
BA, there is so much to admire about Russell Westbrook, but I'm going to begin with something that I think is undervalued, and that's his willingness as a great player to play hard every single night on both ends of the floor. Tough, competitive, and skilled. He's a Hall of Famer. Wow, Christian Wood saying, I am a 3-level scorer. You can see the mid-range, and he'll take it.
That's tipped. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Lewis, defended by Dunn. Here's Christie. And another three for the Lakers.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Inside, here's Porter. And he can't stop the drought, another miss.
He's so frustrated. He hasn't had a make-all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
2 points. That one goes. Hachimura's got 19 points.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Here's Westbrook. Second chance shot. And denied.
Good block.
He sends it right off the glass.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
D'Angelo Russell in transition really puts pressure on the
Thank
defense.
you.
Porter, the pass to Westbrook. Blocked. Hachimura, right side.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers.
What you been up to?
No mercy, and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. And their defense has been able to bottle up James Harden, one of the league's elite scorers. Back after this.
Where you from, bro? Where you from?
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Okay, but what state you from?
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Christian Wood. Then there's Cam Reddish. Then it's Connect. And it's Lewis in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
At 6'10", dunking is
Houston, Texas. That's what's up.
In this type of position.
Down low. Here's Bamba. And it's blocked by Wood. Now the Lakers moving it up. From behind the arc. And they recover it. Connect. Uses the glass on the layup.
And that's just a hustle play right there by Connect. You gotta love seeing rookies like him do this.
Shoots from 12. Here's Bamba. And it's Connect with a rebound.
They conceded the points to him, and he couldn't take advantage. That miss might stick with him.
And Vanderbilt gets it to go. On the assist by Wood.
They're going whole
That's what's up. Is it hot down there?
Part of the floor.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The shot by Dunn, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Lewis. Sends it home from three-point land.
How many transition points are they going to give up? This is insane.
Knocked loose. And And up the floor again for the Lakers. Running the court. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Bamba. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Lakers have got 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Wood. Is locked in. Green just fifth shot of as many attempts.
They're really working the paint now.
Here's Dunn. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well. And their transition offense triggering this run.
Pass to Bamba. Dunn outside. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Back to Bamba. Here's Batum. And again, the Clippers missing.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to the shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Highland misses. The Lakers have gone 8 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Wood. And Wood with the stop.
Wood's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Done with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Vanderbilt with the block. And he's able to get it back. The shot by Dunn, no good. The Lakers with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Known as a jump shooter, Connect is improving around the basket.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Tucker's checked in for Bamba.
On the court.
Here's Lewis. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
All right, time for an injury report. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce. She's got an injury update on Norm Powell. What do you have, Allie?
I just talked with the Clippers head athletic trainer. Right now, there's some pain and stiffness in the knee and some tenderness along the inside of the knee. Looks like a strained MCL. They're certainly thinking player safety first, so they'll likely err on the side of caution, but it does change their plans a bit.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor in injury that can be so hard to handle.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Done right side. Off the mark, and the drought continues. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
And the disparity of the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And it's a performance that will signify their 5th win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rui Hachimura.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
And the shot's good.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Launches a three. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
We want to thank
just a matter of time here.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many
LA Clippers for coming to LA. Sorry we had to beat y'all 153-4. See y'all next time go around. Our next game we head to Orlando, Florida to play the Magic.
How much does that motivate you in a game like this?
My matchup is not an individual matchup. It's
What's up,
us as a team.
What's up, sis?
And we was able to hold court, so it's a good win for us.
Thanks, LeBron. Guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Graham Hill, and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching tonight's game. We'll see you next time.
Alright, we on the road. November 9th. We on our way to Orlando, Florida to place the Magic.
Coming up next, the Lakers taking on the Magic. For the Los Angeles Lakers, they're playing with terrific focus. Their hard work from the summer is paying off with a quick start right out of the gate. Magic, Lakers is next. We'll be right back. Welcome to 2K Sports Live, Saturday night coverage of the NBA. Thanks for tuning in. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. And now the Lakers starting group. The guard spots filled by Russell and Reed. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. And Hachimura in at the 3. And for the Magic, underneath in the post.
Brian, you got to get your head in the game. That's why the coach keep taking you out. You ain't hustling or nothing. You got to get in there and hustle.
So Stan, most teams right now are still trying to capture that rhythm, that right rhythm. To coaches, I'm sure it's obvious who has done that and who is still struggling to get that rhythm.
Absolutely, Kevin. On a team-wide basis and on an individual player basis, you can figure out who really understands what's supposed to be happening on the court. You can see when a team is flowing and everything is working together. But then the hard part is to be consistent with that night after night.
And so it's Davis who'll bring the ball up for the Lakers.
Okay, LeBron.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little extra on that one.
Knocked away. Suggs finds Carter. Van Carroll looking around. Pushing it up here.
There you go, LeBron.
And the dunk by James.
Yeah, the vertical's still there. LeBron's athleticism never ceases to amaze.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Suggs against Russell. Suggs passes to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 to shoot to the left wing. Here's Suggs. A rebound by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
Here's Suggs following the bucket by the Lakers. And a bit of a battle here for the ball.
Jump ball.
Jump ball here. Jump ball. And it's the Magic with the ball. Banchero dishes to Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Suggs. Here's Banchero. The Magic again.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And one thing the Lakers in putting their sets, they have different players start the action.
Yeah, it takes a high level of basketball IQ to do that on the fly. Makes the Lakers a nightmare. You never know how they'll attack you.
And they're moving it up. Deflects the pass.
Oh, LeBron.
And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Russell with a wide open look. Trains the three-point line. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Fast break, the Lakers. And Hayes brings it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Here's the break. Goes up, and Hayes puts it down.
And what way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Now, here's Suggs. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Suggs. 17-point game. Pass to Vanderbilt. Over Banchero. And there's another one for the Lakers.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of
Good
how to
stare.
build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Reddish's shot is good.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Magic have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Trying to end the drought. Rebounding the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, well the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Contavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. Players who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. Gary Harris is checked in for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Now here's Howard. 14 points from him the last game against Utah. Anthony kicks to Isaac.
Not much what you're doing.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers making a switch here. Woods checked in.
Yeah, what you doing? Did AT find our license?
And Orlando has possession.
You in here, what did I say?
Isaac, once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside...
Say what?
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, what?
And to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
It's
good block. What you say? No, it's cool so far.
1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Harris passes to Howard.
Who all there with you on Granny? Key still there?
5 to shoot.
Key still there?
Now the Lakers on the break.
Man, babe, she looks bad.
Christie kicks to Reddish from outside the arc. And another 3 for the
I
Lakers.
said your sister looked bad. What the hell?
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Will it go? The Lakers with the rebound.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The shot's good from Vanderbilt.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you
Say what?
enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything.
No, I got you in my ear.
Vanderbilt with the block. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Again, Los Angeles.
This is why coaches talk
Can you
about
hear me now?
pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, they have made the most of their transition.
Hey.
Magic will retain possession.
Rui Hachimura, Austin Reed.
Sherwood Vanderbilt for the Lakers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working.
No, I said, your sister look bad. What the hell?
Avoiding screen. There's some of the tricks of the trade in that regard.
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny.
Man, let me call you right back.
A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the most challenging aspects of NBA behavior.
Man, shit sitting up there on the last game of NBA.
Christie is out there with Austin Reed. And it's Reddish in at the small
forward. No, man.
Carter's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change.
Man,
LeBron, he's checked in for Now, here's Ben
Hell, no.
Last time, 14 points for him.
Because I was so thinking about that damn surgery that me and you talked about.
And it's Carter missing.
And
that she had.
Effort changed that shot.
Man, hell to the fuck no.
That's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Man, when I hung up on Monica, I called everybody.
Austin Reeves went
and I asked them, I was like, if you have a, what kind of surgery she had, bro?
I always felt like I belonged. It goes back to childhood.
No, I got my,
is this confidence or cockiness?
I got my TV up.
You're basically kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis is quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a wing.
I called, what kind of surgery did she have that guy,
the second of 4 games at home for. Comes up empty down low, and it's the
Can you hear me?
9 points in a row. We run for right now. Wasted no time on that one.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively.
I got my fan out. That's why you're picking up wings.
Here's Davis again. Los Angeles
moving it around. 8 of the last 10 coming off the 6.
Man, I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck. Man, I looked at that girl's face when she put her face in the camera.
All the energy is on the other side right now.
Man,
she just makes it work.
Man, she missing the front too.
Right now, they're deflated and
her
unable
face,
to stop this run.
Caldwell Pope passes the card.
Ain't even fat no more, bro.
It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Reddish. Over Harris. And Reddish with the bucket on the assist.
Same thing I told. I asked Monica, I was like, Monica, what the fuck happened to your She was like, we didn't talk about it when I get home. I was like, damn.
It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Reeves the pass to
Man,
LeBron.
the way her face looking, bro, nigga, ain't no telling.
Here's Davis. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Well, this is a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
And his handle might be an underrated part of James's game. Totally throwing off the defender.
But yeah, man.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T.
Like I told Monica, I was like, man.
It's tipped.
I told Monica, I was like, she don't do.
Reeves with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Kicks it out to James. Here's Christie. Good, and this is James. Christie's got 7 points in the game.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Caldwell Pope pass to Van Carroll.
I said, like I told you, fine. That girl don't need her head back.
Down here in the second quarter. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando
She don't need her head back.
Back at that time, what stands out?
Okay, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did. Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to...
I've been paying attention.
Now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense.
Nigga, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed,
Yeah,
though.
and that is key for that. Continuing to build out this league.
Hell no. Even I know that. Weed don't do that to you. That's all Giannis smoke is weed. I mean, pure weed. That's all Giannis smoke.
Coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up.
But the whole point, you can smoke weed. You can smoke weed, but if you can smoke weed and your ass smart as a whip and want to go to summer school, but your damn mama don't want to put you in summer school and she putting Momo in summer school, it's a problem.
Like himself this quarter, sometimes missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on...
I don't know how the hell she did it, but she did it.
32 seconds left now here in the second.
No,
here he goes.
I guess, from my understanding, she did it where didn't nobody know about it. No, Auntie Cora. Auntie Cora told Monica. And Monica said the same thing you saying. How the fuck is she got the nerve to put somebody through summer school?
This is
and you don't got your place.
This is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so it's Los Angeles holding an unbelievable lead. And with as many three-pointers as they drain, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blow. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. LeBron, are you getting the ball where you want to get it, and is that helping you score?
I'm very pleased with the performance right now. But,
I'm trying to tell
you. How I'm trying to help our teammates. I got to do a better job of trying to get our teammates in the flow, as well as keep myself in a good group too. So hopefully I can do a better job of that in the second half.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. A tremendous game we're seeing from Cam Reddish.
She don't want it.
He had 18 points,
That's
2
the whole
assists, and 1 steal.
If motherfucker, okay, if Sherry can go for treatment, why the fuck you can't go?
And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they killed it on the They did it with high-level fundamentals. Blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to win.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Percentage they allow is through the roof. The coach should absolutely be dripping into the defensive effort. He needs to take some pride on the other end.
Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
I already know. I already fucking know it, bro.
Things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Cam Reddish.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on
You can
quality
get
shots.
away with weed because weed ain't nothing but a hungry munch.
And with the
Get away with weed or whatever.
This game becomes the route that it's threatening to be.
But white snow and everything else.
Underneath in the post.
That you can't get over that. Your first hit, nigga, you hooked.
That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. Here's Suggs. Rui Hachimura picking up that last basket. Reeves against Caldwell. Russell from long range. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Russell's gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does
already know it, bro.
to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Hachimura, good, and Russell picking up the assist. Hachimura's got 4 this quarter. Stan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching.
Mama was never on that shit.
Baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say a little bit of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was the guy that led the way.
But like us,
my dad
like you said, bro, Giannis could be saying, Giannis smart as a whip.
That he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life.
It just, he ain't trying to be a mama like Monica and Nancy Corey. You know what I'm saying?
Kevin Daggs, last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history. That of our esteemed colleague and Hall of
Hell
Famer,
no, it's a damn shame.
Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992. Jack went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well deserved, Kevin.
Oh, I could have told you that.
You love him as a guy, and you love him as a player. For the Magic, Mo Wagner comes in for Rendell Carter. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for Banchero. Jackson Hayes is checked in for Los Angeles. Vincent comes in for Austin Reeves. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Shot clock at 5. Ball's knocked loose. Looking to end the run. Offensive rebound. Howard in the post. Covered by Hayes. It's deflected. They recover it. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Here's Russell. And he makes good on the way.
Nigga, I'm already on.
Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments
I just picked up a subscriber.
To perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear in the third quarter.
And a big lead for them on the scoreboard and the backboard.
She could have came and got that package before she went to work.
And wasting no time in transition, really pushing.
I told her to come and get it today.
And here we go. Lakers running again.
Oh, she had to.
And the slam dunk by Russell.
Big shots won't miss. I think this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And so
what's she saying?
Following the bucket by the Lakers. He's with it. Picked up by Suggs. Here's Davis, and there's the drive.
And look at Davis driving in with aggression and taking it right to the rack for the jam.
To the paint.
All right, bet that net.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Hayes finds Russell. It's good for the 7th time this game. He has shot 7. He has made 7.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Suggs. Misses and the dry spell continues. Pass to Davis. And the whistle goes on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points on turnovers last season. The Magic in second.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Suggs. Rebound the Lakers.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's Vincent. And good that time. Vincent's got 5.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
To the inside. Here's Caldwell Pope. Suggs passes to Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. That one a little long.
Well, credit the defense there. Bothered him enough that he couldn't get it to go down.
Hachimura. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And he's caught fire this quarter. Yet to miss a shot.
Here are the Magic now. Nothing yet for them in the 3rd quarter. Now, here's Suggs. Hasn't made one yet. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Russell. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Vincent's shot is good.
No hesitation at all in transition. And they have a huge margin in that department.
Here's Caldwell Pope. And
good block.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not.
Howard with it. They need this one. Wood with the block.
Good block, man.
The Magic is Orlando will retain possession. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Here's Black. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Wood. Gabe Vincent is out there with Connect. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Lewis in at the 3-3.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Pass it to Houston. Over Wood. Now, here's Vanderbilt. T right on. Lewis. Again, the Lakers. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also shown great effort defensively tonight. They closed out on shooters and really got their hands up on multiple shots.
Wood with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. They're successful with the mid-range.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Houston passes to be touched. Here's Black. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Lakers have got all 5 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll, and the shot stood.
They had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Orlando. Poked away. To stop the run. Once again off the mark, Orlando. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4-4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Vanderbilt. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. And it's his first foul of the game. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. And you try to change or improve with the way the game is called.
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Just 2 to shoot. Harris misses. The Lakers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. A shot good from Vanderbilt.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well, and everything just flowing.
Here's Black after the basket by Los Angeles. To stop the drought. That's tipped.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And they pick up 2. But he's just got 20 points.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Magic have gone 0-6 in the fourth quarter. Disaster start to the period. Stolen by Connect. Pass to Wood. And finished off by Wood.
And you like to see that from Connect. Found the man with a better look.
So it's Orlando now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Stolen by Connect. He's all alone for the finish. And Connect slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop they're looking for.
Good block.
And not in his kitchen. Sent that one back.
Here's Vitadze. Wood covering. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Black. Another miss by Orlando.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a culture.
And Orlando has possession. After the basket by Los Angeles. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Fast break, the Lakers. And finished off by Wood.
Since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
No good, unable to end this run. The Lakers controlling the game. here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse, and they were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around player.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And Orlando has possession. Here's Black. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And when you're trying to cut into the lead, you don't afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Christie is checked in for Lewis, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Connect. With the drive, and stolen by Harris. And the turnover again by Orlando. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And the Lakers with some changes. Hayes is checked in for Vanderbilt. And Vincent subbed in for Russell. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Vincent's shot is good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Yeah, they saved the best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this week.
Great, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing. Yeah, they suck the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Isaac with the steal. Outside Anthony. Can they get it? Misses the layup. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
All right, we'd like to thank Orlando Magic for hosting this game. Sorry for coming in on 138. T-Zip, see y'all next time go around.
David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thank you very much. Anthony, how helpful is it for the bench to get some extended minutes like they did tonight?
I mean, it's good to get those guys minutes and, for the main guys to get some rest, and it's good for us to see, all those guys get some playing time, and as much as possible, we try to get a good lead so they can come in and get some playing time.
Yeah, they kept it going, man, and I know that's important. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Hunter. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
All right, let's see what the next games we got for next Wednesday. Alright, the next games we got for next Wednesday. We got a 3-game road trip. So, November 11th, LA Lakers is in Miami. November 13th, they go to Houston. November 15th, we in Phoenix. So, see y'all next Wednesday. I want to thank my fans for coming in. I want to thank Patricia, Raina, My new subscribers, Sonia Reyes, Living with the Dudleys, and Jacqueline Dudley. Thanks for coming through, kicking it with your boy. Peace, love, loyalty as you know it.